For the entirety of Deltarune, it has been a secret boss for every chapter that, when you beat them, they give you a special item relating to them. For example, jevil gives you this devil's knife, spamton gives you the deal maker, the knife gives you the black shard, etc. However, they also get a special item that is so important it is transferred between save files. That item is the Shadow Crystal, a mysterious item that is some sort of glass shard. They contain a very special power that we don't really know, but it seems very powerful. Our main method of information about them is Sham, the shopkeeper. He explains how you can't see nothing but their shadow, hence their name Shadow Crystals. Most of the secret bosses got theirs in some unknown way, but there's a recurring theme. The way they got them is important to a Lightner. We still don't know how he knows so much about them. It could even give her a whole video, but that's not the point. We don't really know anything else about them. Until now, that is. You can call me 1225, and if you're willing to hear me out, then I hope you enjoyed the ride. With the release of Chapter 5, you come back to talk to Sham about the Shadow Crystals. He explains how you'll acquire the last one in this chapter, and finally proceeds to give us an explanation as to what Shadow Crystals are. The Shadow Crystals are far more than mere pieces of glass. In actuality, they contain a certain power. You could call this the power of will. No, perhaps will isn't right. The power they contain is the power of lost dreams. When a strong attachment is formed, when a dream is gripped tightly and then broken off, these are the shards that remain. I, however, am aware of something interesting we can do with them. Something very, very interesting. Apart from the hymn reference right at the end, we get some very special dialogue about Shadow Crystals, and what they specifically are. They are formed when a Lightner who has a very strong attachment to something. It may be an item, or something spiritual or abstract, we don't know. Point is, that attachment can shatter into pieces. Those pieces are Shadow Crystals, shards of a once pure glass. Speaking of pure, since chapter 2 we have been able to fuse items with the guy who flicked the cake and broken key. Sorry, but I do not remember your name. If you check this list, you'll see one of the special items that is impossible to get. That is the Twisted Sword, created by forging the Thorn Ring, an item that we have seen multiple times to be able to literally put someone under a trance-like state and practically control them entirely, and the Pure Crystal. The Pure Crystal is an unobtainable item that isn't even in the game's code. It's just mentioned there and we have no idea what it is or how to get it. We do though have a small idea on how it would be gotten. In chapter 3, if we give Sham the Knight's Shadow Crystal, which I'll talk about in another video, he talks about how he knows how to do something very, very interesting if we manage to get 5 of them. And in chapters 4 and 5, he repeats this yet again. And while we don't know for certain if what he'll craft is actually the Pure Crystal, it's just incredibly obvious, not gonna lie. As I explained before, the Shadow Crystals are fragments of a broken dream, and, even though he corrects himself, Sham also describes them as the power of will. Now, imagine you have a broken glass. You start putting the pieces together and, hey, you got a glass. But it'll break the moment you pick it up, so how about you use some glue? You'll have a glass that doesn't break. Now, change those glass shards to Shadow Crystals, broken dreams, put them together, and you get a Pure Crystal, a fixed dream, an actual dream. But what is the glue? Well, it can't be will, can it? You need to do something to get will, so how about... Okay, that section was actually pure hype, but hear me out for a second. Pure crystals are the manifestation of hopes and dreams. This trope is a recurring one in Undertale, not only relating to determination itself and wanting something to change, but in the final fight of the Basilisk crowd, it's not only Asriel's theme, but the only way you have a healing is through hope and dream. You hold onto your hopes. Reduce how much damage you'll take this turn. You kept holding on. Damage reduced. Think about why you're here now. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. Okay, so this isn't as important, but god, it's been like 11 years and this fucking song still makes me shiver. Anyways, that's kind of everything we got about hopes and dreams in Undertale, at least mentioned specifically. But it also goes in part with determination, which is an actual recurring trope, and is basically the trope of the whole game. Determination is the power of being dead set on a goal, having the hope of achieving a dream no matter the obstacles. In Deltarune, dreams are also very important. Every secret boss had a dream. Every secret boss has had a dream, which was then broken, hence why they have the Shadow Crystal. In chapter 5, this is however a lot more clearer when it is revealed to us that all the flowers had some sort of dream, this being their entire reason of existence, to fulfill their dream. We can see each of the flowers fulfill their dream and go back to being a normal flower because of that. They all thank you for watching their dream. They are all happy to have fulfilled their purpose. This happiness doesn't last long. When the knight kidnaps Ascor, Valerie goes to chase them, and we get honestly one of the most cool and interesting scenes of a character actually fighting the Roaring Knight. But we also get a special phrase here. Heh,
Seems like you still don't get it. Nothing is stronger than a flower's dream.
But why did the dreams lose? Assuming what Flowery said was true, and that the knight isn't just so overpowered that they insta-kill one of Deltarune's strongest characters, dreams are fragile. If you notice, Flowery never thanked you for watching his dream. Why? Probably because he hadn't fulfilled it. I believe his dream was to watch Asgore be happy. However, he didn't manage to do it, and instead made Asgore mad at him. Due to this, Flowery's dream was never actually completed, which means he was weakened enough for the knight to be able to destroy him. You can't have a dream forever. You either fulfill it in time, or you take too long it breaks. A dream is nothing more than a piece of glass. It allows you to see things that you might enjoy, but it will eventually break if you don't take care of it. You need a good structure, a good material, something so the glass is protected. That's what hope is. Hope isn't as recurring as dreams are, but it's still as important, because without hope, a dream is just a dream. But with hope, a dream is pure. A dream is strong. And that's it for this one. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry if it was a little short, but it was a simple theory, and it's my first video regarding one. I'll keep trying to post every once in a while, but that's it for now. See you next time, take care,